ribbon properly, first spread your fingers out and face your palm upwards, placing the stick in the center of your palm. Then wrap your fingers around the stick and point your pointer finger out with it. First, we're going to try some basic spirals, so lift your arm up to the horizontal and tilt it slightly downwards, before moving your wrist in small circular motions. Then repeat the same thing on the opposite arm. It is important that you make 5 to 6 circles and the ribbon is always off the floor. So now, taking the concept of circular motions we just did, replicate the quick wrist movements, but start on one side of your body, then circle the ribbon over your head to the other side. It is important to keep the ribbon moving at all times so it doesn't get caught and knotted. Next is another variation of the circular motion, except you're doing the spirals across the floor and around you, turning your body with the ribbon and jumping over it as shown. This requires a bit of practice, but once you're comfortable, try to do it in a sequence continuously. Next is a simple zigzag motion across the front of your body. Start with a stick on one side, then move your wrist in sharp motions up and down while moving it across. Make sure that the wrist movements are sharp and concise, as this will allow for better patterns. Try it on both your left and right side. Next, angle your hand downwards and point the ribbon stick up to the sky. And keeping your arm where it is, move your wrist from side to side as shown to create a simple zigzag pattern. Always make sure that you're not moving your arm, just your wrist. This will help to create more defined patterns. Next is a variation using the zigzag concept. Start with the ribbon on the floor in front of you, then move your arm from side to side while running backwards. Now holding the stick in one arm, cross it over your body, then put your other hand on your hip. Then while walking, circle your wrist to create a circular pattern behind you. Next are just some large overhead circles. The trick with these is not just to circle your wrist, but to whip your arm around in a rapid motion. This will prevent the ribbon wrapping around your body. You can try this motion in both directions and using both arms. Next are some vertical circles. Parallel to the body. To do these, all you have to do is make large arm circles in a fast, defined motion. You can try this both forwards and backwards on both arms. Next, incorporating the concept of large circles, start with the ribbon on one side of your body, then circle it above your head and around. Once it gets to your feet, jump over the ribbon. And repeat. Now holding the end of the stick securely with both hands, bring them behind your head and move your wrists up and down as shown. You can try this both standing still and while walking forwards. Just keep your wrists strong and the movements sharp. The goal is to keep the end of the ribbon off the floor for the entire exercise. The next trick is a bit of a challenge and requires practice. Basically, you need to point your ribbon at an upwards angle and start circling your wrist, pushing your hands upwards through the spirals as you circle your wrist, and once your entire arm is inside, pull your arm out sharply. To succeed with the motion, make sure you're moving your wrist at an extremely fast pace. You can also step forward during the motion to help push your arm through. Next we are going to try and do a basic flick, so start with the stick to one side of you, then pass it over your head to the other side and repeat. Next, just practice flicking your wrist up in a rapid motion. Now hold on to the ribbon stick and do the same. Finally, combine both the passing of the stick and the flick of your wrist, bringing your arm slightly downwards before flicking your wrist up and allowing the stick to spin in the air over to the other side of your body. The last thing we are going to try is a flick in front of your body.